everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing some really big news with you guys that I've already shared on Instagram, but I wanted to go a little bit more in detail and explain to you why I'm making the decision that I'm making. So if you do not already know, my big news is that I am moving schools once again. So for those of you that are new here, I'll give you a little backstory. My name is Hannah. I am a kindergarten teacher right now. I just finished up my second year as a kindergarten teacher. My first year I taught in Maryland, and then my fiance and I moved ourselves down to North Carolina. We live in Charlotte now, and so obviously I had to start a new job. Luckily, I was fortunate enough to be put back in kindergarten again, so although I was moving to a new district and a new state, I still knew the grade level that I was working on, so that was comforting. And this year I taught kindergarten. It was that crazy year of COVID. We were hybrid learning, we were in person, we were remote, all sorts of stuff going on this year. And I came to the decision that I would like to leave my current position and go to a new position probably around January of this year. So I'm going to be telling you guys today all about why I decided to make that decision, why I feel like it is a good decision for me. So now you might be wondering, where are you moving next year? So the school that I'm headed to next year is actually out of the public school district. I am no longer teaching in a public school district, and I am quite excited about it. And I'm going to explain to you all of those reasons in a few minutes, but I am moving to a charter school actually. So there are three main reasons why I am leaving the public school district school system and heading to a charter school. So reason number one, and this is my absolute biggest reason, is that I am going to have my master's degree in the fall of this year, and I would like to be compensated for going through all of the work that it took to get that, paying for all of the schooling that it took to get it, and the public school district that I'm in does not offer master's pay. Now you might be saying, Hannah, why didn't you look that up before you took the job there? Honestly, that was my mistake. I really should have, but it wasn't on my radar because I didn't expect to start my master's or finish my master's within the next couple of years at all. I kind of thought I would just kind of float by for a little bit doing what I was doing, and then when I really got settled and was ready, I would do it. But some things worked out in a different way, and fortunately I was able to start my master's, and I will be finished it in the fall, so it's happening much quicker than I thought. And so once I started getting into it, I started really looking into the school district's master's pay and realized that they do not offer master's pay. People who already have it are grandfathered in and they continue to get it, but new teachers getting their master's, it's not offered to them, which to me honestly is a little crazy because North Carolina is in such a teacher deficit that you would think that they would be trying to give out some incentive to bring teachers into their state to teach for them, and that would be things like helping teachers better their education or offering teachers who already have a higher education more money to come teach for them, but that's just not how it is. I wanted to go somewhere that does offer master's pay. So the new charter school that I'm going to, number one, already pays more than public school districts, but then number two does offer master's pay. So I am excited to be compensated for the work that I'm putting in. So reason number two that I'm leaving is because I miss being on a team. My last school that I was at, I was on a team of 5 kindergarten teachers. We collaborated, we planned together, we were able to split up responsibilities. It was really, really honestly nice. Like even to the point, like if one of us were absent one day, we would just split up their class and divvy all the kids up into the other classes, and you'd take like 3 or 4 more kids and just join them in for the day, and you didn't have to worry about substitutes or anything. So it was so much easier. My school that I work at now is a very, very small school. There is 1 teacher per grade level, so I was the only kindergarten teacher, and we didn't have staff. I mean, we were so short on staff. I mean, extra support staff. We weren't allowed to have substitutes this year because of COVID. So if you are absent, it was such a burden. And I know that's like a COVID thing, so maybe that'll go away in the next year or so. Even in a normal year, because of the size of our school, we really don't get many subs, and we still really can't have much support staff. Like we can't have them. They don't allow us to have them because of the size of our school. So that kind of thing is not really going away. And it was so hard being the only person planning and prepping, so much responsibility put on the classroom teacher. And yes, I had a coach. We did have an assistant that bounced between grades, and they were so incredibly helpful, but it's still just not quite the same. It's different when the person is not an expert on your grade level. So now while my coach was absolutely wonderful, and her son was actually in my class, so she has a kindergartner, it was just different because that wasn't her area of expertise, and it just wasn't the same as having a team of people who know kindergartners or know the grade level that you are on. They have been doing it for years. They have things to offer you, resources to share, and all that fun stuff. And it's just a little bit different. So I miss having a team of people that are on the same level as me, understand exactly what we're all going through, and can share responsibilities, bounce ideas off of each other, and just have each other to lean on, basically. So my third reason for wanting to leave is that I wanted to get out of the public school district system down here in general. I love the state of North Carolina. I think it is a beautiful state. We are so happy here. We bought a house. We're here to stay for quite some time. I will say though that the school districts are not always up to par. And like I said, I moved down here in a pandemic. I didn't really know what I was looking for, what I was getting myself into school-wise when I did that, but I did not realize that charter schools were such a prominent thing down here. We had them in Pennsylvania, but at least where I lived, they weren't really shown in a bright light. Like, most of them were being shut down all the time. They just didn't seem stable, and it wasn't like, people just didn't really want to go there or send their kids there. But down here it seems to be the opposite. People love to send their kids there. It seems to be the better option for a lot of parents and families, and I can see why now. And so I wanted to be somewhere that was a little bit more lenient, a little bit more flexible within the school, that they could make more of their own decisions, because as a school district, sometimes it's hard for, when you have such a big school district, for one superintendent or a few people to make a decision for the entire district, because not everyone in that district is the same. Not everyone is going through the same things, because it is so big that they're covering different areas and stuff, and it's tricky. And that's how my last school district was too. It was very, 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 very big, and it just didn't always make sense, the decisions that they were making, for everybody. For some people, maybe yes, but for everyone to be encompassed under some of those decisions, it just, I don't know, it upset people. It didn't always make sense, and I wanted to be somewhere that is a little bit more flexible and independent in their own decision making. Now, yes, the charter schools do follow overarching rules from the state, and the specific charter school that I'm going to, they often follow the same or very close calendar to the district that I'm teaching, or that I just finished in. But they still have power to make decisions that they feel are best for their kids. And that's what I want, is someone that just can make more decisions on their own. So those are my big main three reasons that I am leaving the public school district and heading to a new school next year. I do not know what grade I'll be teaching yet. The school that I'm going to, they have a system on placing people, so I should hopefully find out this summer, and I will of course let you guys know as soon as I find out. But if you are someone that is looking for a teaching job and you are trying to figure out what is the best option for you, I 10 out of 10 recommend exploring all of your options: private schools, charter schools, public schools, because I really think that it depends on the area that you're teaching in as to what is the best option for you. So if you are looking for a teaching job, please, please, please look at all of your options, because every state, every area is going to be different as to if their school district is strong or not, and you have tons of options out there. I just think that you are more likely to find your permanent spot, or that place that you really feel comfortable and fit in, if you explore all of your options first. So if you want a video explaining more about public schools versus charter schools, like some similarities and some differences, I would be happy to give you the information that I have gathered so far, because I have found quite a few differences but also a lot of similarities, and it could be helpful to hear if you are interested in either one of them or trying to decide between one of them. So that is it for my video today. I hope you guys found this a little bit helpful, and I am so excited to be moving on to the next adventure. I am so excited to find out what grade I'm going to be teaching this summer, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. And once again, we'll have a whole new classroom setup series going on, and hauls for the new school, and I'm just so excited. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.